Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Spider ETF stock market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Thursday, February 5th, 2026. I hope you're getting ready for Super Bowl on Sunday. I know I am. We've already got reservations at the local tap, as they call it. I love it. And I'm going to have some fun that day. So I'll be putting out my updates probably early Sunday because the game starts, I think, 5:30 Chicago time. Whoa, what type of markets do we have right now? You're in a meltdown. Let's understand what's going on. If you take a look at the board behind me, Netflix, which has been beaten up dramatically, was one of the markets up. STNG was up. Boeing was up. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, no, oil, which makes sense in bonds. So people ran to the bonds, the TLT in this market. In the oil market, it's just not known what's going to happen with Iran and the U.S. You want to see how that's all going to play out. Makes sense. It can go either way. Netflix has been beaten up, and maybe $80 is too low now for the stock. Anything that was up today, you got to look at hard and say, what about that? That looks pretty darn good to me. And I think that's how you approach it. Stocks that were up today with everything falling around it are a sign they're in good shape. U.S.-Iran talks, they're going to kick off tomorrow, supposedly. Just the fact that face-to-face there'll be a meeting is a win for both sides, in my opinion. Now the question is, when the word uranium is mentioned and enrichment is mentioned, what happens? If the U.S. brings up missiles, if the U.S. brings up giving money to insurgents in the area, I don't know if the Iranians will stay in the room. I don't know what the guidelines are going to be, so we're going to find out. You're going to get the University of Michigan, the preliminary consumer sentiment at 9 o'clock. Imagine if they took that sentiment starting on Monday to today. Whoa! The Federal Reserve, they're going to release their consumer credit numbers. They generally have been rising. Now, we're getting more and more nervous now. You should be about this new screwworm disease that's coming up from Mexico. Today, an emergency authorization of an over-the-counter drug, Ivomec, was issued by the government so that ranchers can put it with their cattle. Be careful. Now the last lines of defense are here. What if I give you another piece of shocking news? Anthropic, you know what they did during the week? They came out with a product that upended the legal profession because so many firms there buy software that does certain filings, certain grunt work for them. Well, Anthropic came out with a new product today that they said does the same thing to the financial research firms for filings and other tasks. And instantly we saw S&P Global, FactSet, Moody's, all the companies that are involved in this, bingo, tank. Now we find out what this is all about. But it's not going to just be these parts. This is part of what artificial intelligence does. It's disruptive. It's sweeping. It's not going away. The genie's out of the jar. And while certain softwares will get hurt, others will emerge because there's always an add-on that you need for this. I have been using AI. We have here. It does my grunt work. When I'm through shooting this, all I do is put in a few titles. I hit a button. I'm done. It used to take me an hour and 20 minutes after shooting this video. My work is done. Same thing happened in the morning. So we're able to do more and more. And our website uses a lot of artificial intelligence. So it's here. Embrace it. Don't run away from it, but understand how disruptive it is. You need proof? Just look at the screens behind me. NVIDIA down $2. Tesla down another $8. Cracked the 400 mark. Lilly got hit. His and hers. I think it's called his and hers. The compound company, they came out and they said, oh, by the way, we now have a new pill you can take. A new pill to weight loss? And instantly you heard the other companies come out and they go, you can't copy that and so on. They said they haven't. They have changed the pill, how it digests, so we'll see. But what I don't understand is they were only supposed to be able to produce pills that were in short supply. Are they tasking it into saying, well, since only one company's coming out with a pill, it's in theory in short supply? I'll let the lawyers play with that. But Lilly, down $86 on that news to give you an idea. So a lot of things going on here. Let's go to the charts because they tell the story. Energy transfer. I like how it's holding up. It's not falling apart with the whole marketplace. You're going to need your natural gas. It's not going anywhere. And AI, what can it do? It can't transport it. You need those pipelines. I'm sure they use AI in how the pipelines work and how they get oil there and where they divert it. Wouldn't surprise me. Coming down, it's not in an uptrend, but it's in a consolidation phase. It's still well above the 18-day average of closes. It hasn't run up to the Bollinger Band since back here into the January period. So we'll see what it can do, if it can come back from there. And in terms of momentum, you lost a bullish embedded reading. Unless it gets it back tomorrow, odds favor before you go up here, price and the 18-day average will hit each other. When we come to Caterpillar, it too is not falling apart. Yes, it's off the all-time high it made yesterday. Who cares? 723 and you're back to 678. So it is a $40 move. Okay, it's not the end of the earth. Here, you're overbought as can be. I would not tell clients to be buying a Bollinger Band or ever over it. So I can make the story that's due to pull back a little bit here. Here's the stock that's the stock of stocks, Hershey. I can't believe I'm saying this. It just keeps moving to the upside. I mean, I'm very impressed with this. What can you say? It's not paying attention to anything else. Apple's doing just fine. It's not giving up any ground here. It's holding its upper Bollinger Band. I'm not telling clients to buy that. Breaks, yes, but not up there. That's not what I would tell them. SanDisk, okay. First serious break where you took out a previous low. Since this whole move began, I know it's going to be crazy. It began back over here and here. This is where the move began. Just over the 200 level, and you tripled. Tripled. Keep your eye on it. That's all I can say. Alphabet, a rejection. The market went down and down hard today, as you can see, and it turned around and lost at the end of the day $1.79. So, are they doing the totally wrong thing? People don't like that they're putting all this money into CapEx and what they have to do, but they think they've got it. They think that this is how you have to run the search engines and the other parts of their business. I don't necessarily disagree. Rivian, I'm expecting still to drop, maybe to the $13 level. It's embedded, still pressure. This is where the resistance will be, the combination of the 18 and the 100-day average of closes in green. Joby Aviation, still coming down. If you'll recall, I said Citi had predicted this market would go to 10. It's under that at this point. But there's going to be some values to be picked up here. That's the point that you have to keep your eye on. There'll be a point where these numbers overshoot to the downside. Now, in XLF, markets just can't seem to stay over this 18-day average. These are all your big banks. Let the markets pull back. But lending is picking up. It's not drying up. Just the opposite. XLI, the industrial sector, I said yesterday, you're up to resistance. You're overbought. Let the market correct and you'll have your shot in. The ones you have to pull away from that upper Bollinger Band are probably the markets you should mark down on a list maybe you take a look at. In XLE, you're not backing off at all on the energy select. Embedded reading, keeping the market nicely intact. The gold market, so what do we do here? You have a pattern of higher lows but lower highs. It's not doing anything. It's establishing a new trading band for you from the 463 to wherever this is going to hold on the downside. It's your first move back under the 18-day average in a while. Keep your eye on it. I don't think gold has the downside that the silver or copper market has. Walmart, you just became a $1 trillion company, or did you? You're losing a little bit of value. You know I'm being facetious, but you have an outside day, a key reversal day at the top, all-time high. Let somebody else have it there. The joy of owning over a Bollinger Band is not something I'd want to do. And in Microsoft, it doesn't end. This is a stock that from back over here, take a look with me, right here. And now it's down into a new low on the move, into the 390 area. All right? There'll be a number here that you're going to look back on and you're going to say, boy, I wish I had bought that eventually. But it's not screaming to do it now. This is still the washout of people just dumping and basically in sort of panics in the market. In BND, you got the higher high, the lower low. So when you get these analysts and they own everything, okay? They own one in this, they have it in the other. And you get a day like today, when they're on TV, they talk about what a great day this stock had. But what about all these others? Because they own a lot of them. That's what you always got to pay attention to. I feel that pain, I know it, and I've been in this industry a long time. But at least I'm honest with it and talk about it. And I'm not saying they're not, but they got to come on and say, folks, I'm feeling what you do. You can see on UUP, I've been looking for the rally here to eventually get short and to be a buyer in the euro. So I've gotten what I want. This is the first move to that 18-day average here and the first move to the 18 here. So now my guns are cocked. I'm waiting for the pattern and I'm waiting to pull the trigger. So you put it together, you try to come up with a game plan for yourself. And by the way, Boeing did pretty good today too. But I look at it from that point of view. Number one, the world's not ending. Number two, markets that get overdone up or down inevitably correct. And when you get that out of the way, it's painful, but once it's out of the way, there's opportunity. So that's what you want to be looking for. I have been, not by design, extremely timid in trading since January. I was very aggressive in December for my paid subscribers. And now I'm basically waiting for chart setups. And instead of nursing big losses, we're in pretty good shape to try to take advantage of trades. That's where you want to be at times. You'll hear people say you've got to have money on the side. I've always said you didn't make a profit till you take money off the table. Paper profits are not a profit. Real money is the profit, and then you're rotating it somewhere else. All right, I hope that helps everybody. Remember, you can get my free info and things of that nature by coming up here. You can go to our website. I wish you'd join me as a subscriber. You get to see the morning what I'm saying, buy and sell when I'm doing that. Haven't been doing it, but I'm ready. And up here you can click if you're watching us on YouTube and just go to IraEpstein.com. Interesting videos all night long and what I just did. I'll catch you first thing in the morning. Take care.